Okay, everybody, buckle your seatbelts because the Michael Finkley Show has a brand new home.
The Michael Finkley Show is now a part of the Greater Works Network on Roku TV. To watch, add the Greater Works Network channel to your Roku TV. Congratulations, Finkley! An exclusive interview with Dr. Kevin Wilbon.
What brought him to his own personal success?
Let them know that in order to go out and do the things they need to do, they have to take care of business first in order to get what they want.
Coming up.
Just to make it, just to make it. I've been working all my life just to make it, just to make it, just to make it.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. I'm Michael Finkley. Today is Friday, January 22nd, 2020. We made it through another work week, y'all. Okay, let the weekend be for you. Okay, let the weekend be for you. You've given so much of yourself this week. Let the weekend be for you. Relax, go to the spa, get a manicure, go for a run, read a good book. Whatever you need to relax. Just do it. If you're not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show, and ring that bell notification. We'll send you an email saying, hey, new content's uploaded. Thank you so much to our subscribers, our viewers, our future subscribers, our future viewers. You're watching The Michael Finkley Show, where we're here to inform, educate, and inspire you. We're bringing you shows that you need to hear and you want to hear as well. Thank you so much for watching. Now, I must talk about Wednesday. The swearing in of our brand new president and vice president. It was an awesome affair. I was in tears the entire time, just seeing newness, just seeing a brand new beginning to our official administration. It was a delight to see. And then on top of that, I saw people that looked like me throughout the ceremony, and that is going to be a part of his awesome cabinet. So it is just amazing, amazing, amazing. And what really got me was that I was really happy for this next generation behind us. So I have a nephew, I have two nephews, and I have a niece. And now in their young little lives, one of my nephews is 1, another nephew is 5, my niece is 5. And so in their time now growing up, they get to see persons that look like them leading the way. It's just so amazing to see. It's so amazing to see, and that's why my heart was so heavy. I was thinking about the future of our country, the future, and they get to see people that look like them. So now when they say to themselves proudly, when I grow up, I want to be president, they have an example to see. I want to be vice president. I want to be in the Senate. I want to be in the House of Representatives. They have representation now, and that's why my heart was so full yesterday on Wednesday, because it was just amazing. It was amazing to see. So, President Biden, oh my gosh, Madam VP Harris, we got your back. Whatever you need us to do, we're gonna do it, gonna support you. It's just so awesome to see representation that looks like us. It was just so good to see. And we get to see it for the next 4 years. We're excited about it. Hopefully 8. 8 years. So today's show, we have a great show for you today. We have an exclusive interview with Dr. Kevin Wilbon, and I tell you, he has some amazing, amazing things to say about his upbringing, what kind of father he is. You get the exclusive tea from us, and we're just so excited to have him on. So don't you go away. We'll be right back.
Coming up, we have Dr. Kevin Wilbon. We'll be right back. On the next Michael Finkley, are you ready to eat better and get fit for 2021? Robert Brown is with us to talk about his amazing weight loss journey. And Tyler Newton is with us to give us tips on what to eat and how to stay fit.
Next Finkley.
Monday.
Looking for a mentoring program for your young male between the age of 6 and 18 in Columbia, South Carolina? Well, look no further. Big Homie, Little Homie Mentoring Program is the program for you.
Under the leadership of Mr. Jamal Stroud, Big Homie Little Homie is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that caters and mentors at-risk youth that come from single-parent homes. The organization caters to young males between the ages of 6 and 18 within the greater Columbia area. The organization is devoted to shaping and molding their life into great men of society. Big Homie Little Homie organizes male gatherings, discussions, and even educational assistance devoted to guiding and leading them into a positive light. Making a positive attitude will help in transforming a life regardless of what is experienced in life. For more information on Big Homie Little Homie Mentoring Program, visit our social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Again, we are still celebrating season 2, y'all. Season 2. And again, more and more amazing people with incredible stories. And y'all, I'm not here to disappoint. So we have another person with an incredible story. I'm telling you, it's a story like no other. He is a coach. He's a mentor. He's an educator. Y'all, he's none other than Dr. Kevin Wilbon. How are you?
I'm doing great. And you? How's things going? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. We're living in the dream. We're living in the dream.
Yes.
Oh my. So thank you so much for being with us today and just chatting with us to get to know more about self. So we know that you're big in education, big in sports, you're a family man. So let's go back a little bit with education. When did you know that education was for you?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I was not, and it's kind of funny. I wasn't really big on education coming up because I'm raised in the urban neighborhoods and stuff like that. And back then, we're talking about early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. Back then, what we were more prone to do was try to play sports. Because we knew that was like a out for us to get out of the neighborhood or whatever. And I took to that. But after graduating out of high school, I really, felt like it's very, very important to, get a whole lot of knowledge. And by me going into the military and, being around a lot of different things, going to different countries and learning, different aspects, of life, I figured that, I need to, get more informed about what's going on in the world and what's going on around me. Right. So that's when I really, really knew education was for me.
Gotcha. And you know what? Your resume speaks for itself with your 5 degrees, your associates, your bachelor's in management, your 2 masters, and your doctor of education. I tell you, and the list continues with other accolades as well. So you have proven to yourself and more so to other persons that, hey, I'm an advocate for this field for persons, not only for self, but for others as well. So we definitely commend you on that.
Thank you.
Definitely. Yes, sir. So when it comes down to, let's talk more about staying in education. You have a doctor of education and you work in secondary education. What is your take on Black males in education? Should there be more?
I think it should be. I definitely should be more Black educators and teachers and professors and things, of that sort. And I think the main reason for that is because we identify with each other.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? We identify with each other, and you have a whole lot of kids that's out there that's coming from single family homes. And we're not just talking about males, we're talking about females as well. And when they're coming to school and they're seeing, a Black male, they can somewhat reach those kids because they don't have that type of, situation at home, especially coming from broken homes. They're not only broken homes, just being that Black man and being in the educational field, that really, really, helps everybody else. And when they see that, they can say, hey, I can do that. That can be me. And I want to know how I can do that. Because to me, to have a Black male in the education and in that field, it makes me feel like, you know what, we're winning. So my thing is, it definitely, would be great to have more Black males in that field.
Definitely. And going back, you said that you didn't really think of the field of education being for you. So would you say that this is a second career choice?
Yeah, well, actually, it is a second career choice because coming up, I was a very good basketball player, believe it or not. I was a good basketball and a track runner. But the thing was, back then, the short guy, I'm only 5'8", the short guy wasn't popular. So my thing was, my parents didn't have enough money to send me to school, and I couldn't get a scholarship. So I went to the military. And when I went into the military, that right there, I said, you know what, they can pay for my education. Gotcha. That's something that they can pay for my education. But, I never knew that I was going to end up doing 24 years. I was going in for 4 years. I ended up doing 24 years.
Wow.
And I figured, that would be my profession. I retired, after 24 years, but I've never forgot what I promised my mom. And I promised my mom and my father that I would go to college and I would complete it and I would get my degree. And, a lot of people, like, especially once they get into sports or any other, profession, they don't go back and finish college.
Yeah.
And I did that. But who would believe that I would do 5 degrees?
Exactly. And thank you so much for your service and serving 24 years in the military. What branch?
I was in the Army. I was in the U.S. Army. And just to give you just a little synopsis of what I did, I actually specialize in contracting. I specialize in small purchasing. I've always did logistics. I was airborne. I was air assault. I did a whole lot of mentoring soldiers while I was there. I was also a platoon sergeant, which at one time I was in charge of over 100 soldiers at one time. So in order to do that, you have to have everything, you have to have all your management in place because it's very hard when you're, in charge of people. You're trying to deal with grown people, not just people, but grown people. Some people were older than me, but I had to actually manage them and supervise them. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's a great start. And I really believe that it's a great start, especially if you don't have anything going out here in this world. Go there, build yourself up, learn responsibility, learn accountability, and get yourself together and get out there and get what you want.
That's a good lesson. Go out there and get what you want. A lot of persons, they're not practicing that now, but I hopefully, because I know that I did, I learned that from 2020, right? During the pandemic, life's too short. You have to go for it.
That's right.
Have to go for it. Yes,
that's
sir.
Exactly right.
Yep.
And and that's one of the definite things that I instill in my 3 young men. I don't call them boys because they're all young men now.
Right.
I have one. His name is Kevin Jr. He's 34. Then I have one Kevon. He's 24. Then I have one Christian who's 14. They're all 10 years apart. Different millenniums. Yes, 10 years apart. And they're all magnificent young men. They're very, very smart. They're very keen, and they know what they want. And I have not had any problems with them. So God bless me. Yeah. It's hard out here nowadays.
Yeah. And especially in the time we live in now where Black males are under attack. Right. And you have 3 of them. So how do you, as a father, define fatherhood?
Well, I define fatherhood as someone that's there for their kids. And what I mean by that, you don't have to necessarily grow up in the house with the kid, but be there for them, be a friend, but also be firm, and be to the point to let them know. Tell them things that they may not want to hear, but things that they need to hear. Let them know that in order to go out and do the things they need to do, they have to take care of business first in order to get what they want, because nothing is given to them. So I'm that type of father where they can come to me and talk to me about anything. And I give them life lessons and experiences of what I did when I came up. I don't expect them to be me, and I don't expect them to get all the degrees that I got or whatever, but whatever they do, keep their mind on it, make sure they stay with it and complete the task. So I am that type of father. I'm very firm.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You one of them old school daddies.
I'm old school dad. I want to add this real quick. I'm an old school dad, but my oldest son, he has a bachelor's degree. My middle son has a bachelor's degree and associate's degree. Okay. And my son, my youngest, is a 4.0 GPA in middle school, and also one of the top track runners in the country for his age.
Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Wow. Positivity in the Black community. I'll take it any day.
Hey, and my wife ain't too shabby neither. She has her degree as well.
Oh, come on now. I can't mess with none of y'all. I can't mess with none of y'all. But you know what, Doc? We're going to take a small break. But when we come back, we're going to talk about more of this whole sports aspect that you've been involved in for so many years, that you won some awards as well. And then also, too, audience, can you guess? Doc has a famous cousin. Can you guess who it is? He'll tell us more. We'll be right back.
Next, who's his famous cousin? More with Dr. Wilbon. We'll be right back.
Need a little motivation?
Timothy Clifton is with us every week on Mondays to get your week started with a little motivation, all here on the Michael Finkley Show.
I'm just not college material. I am tired of school. I'm just not sure what I want to do after graduation. Sound familiar? Welcome to the Prelo Educational Institute. Our focus is to help young people prepare for life after high school. It's never too early to start planting the seed for education, career, and life overall. The Prelo Educational Institute is made up of the following two products. The first product is the book titled I Ain't Going to College, A Guide for Life After High School. This is the first book of a series that introduces middle and high school students to a young man struggling to find his way and make the decision about whether attending college is the right choice for him or not. The book has questions inside, and a supplemental curriculum can also be purchased. The newest product from the Prelo Educational Institute is our online course titled Preparing for Life After High School. In this course, students will learn about decision-making, self-confidence, accountability, self-awareness, and many other topics that speak to social-emotional learning. Young people will read a story about a young man who never gave up no matter what the circumstances were. The course is interactive and has questions, quizzes, and video. Do not wait until your child or student is a senior in high school to start planning. Enroll today. To enroll and learn more, please visit www.speakerauthormarlowe.com.
Calling all TRIO, Gear Up, JAG, and other college readiness organizations. Hello everybody, it's Finkley with the Finkley Experience. I am here to offer you information about our college readiness cohort series.
This college readiness series includes college applications, SAT, ACT prep, scholarships, financial aid, the mental mind state, HBCU versus PWI versus technical colleges, and so much more.
You know, this is helpful because it's actually like making me change my college plan.
Really?
If interested, visit our website, thefinkleyexperience.com, or just email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com. We're looking forward to working with you.
Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. We are still chatting with Dr. Kevin Wilbon, and he is, I'm telling you, he's laying out some awesome jewels. I'm learning a lot about my awesome new friend. I had to tell you how we met. We met via LinkedIn. I was looking to start my doctoral program at a certain institution, and I saw that he went to the same institution. I'm like, I've got to reach out to him. So we've been in contact ever since. I said, I need to have you on, Doc. I need to have you on because you've done and are still doing some amazing things. So, Doc, you mentioned earlier about you being, you're interested in basketball, but you didn't have the height for it. But that didn't stop you when you entered the world of education to coach. Like, talk about that experience.
Okay, like I said, at the beginning, I really wanted to play basketball. That was something that I really wanted to do. And I was good. Back then they were talking about street legends and stuff like that. I was pretty good. Had I been in this millennium now, played the way I did back then, I would be out there playing. And that's how good that I was. But, for some reason it didn't happen, but it didn't stop me from actually doing it. Even after I went to the military, I actually played basketball while I was there, because they had base basketball where your company would go to other cities and play basketball. And I kept doing that. And after I did that, when I got back on this side of the world, because I was in Germany at the time, I figured, you know what, I might as well go ahead and go start coaching and doing some things and start coaching. And I started doing that. And I've been coaching since 1984. So you can almost guess how old I am. I've been coaching since 1984. But I got into it, and I couldn't do it full time because I was still in the military. So I did it. I was like more of an assistant coach back then. And I ended up, here in Maryland. And I found a school. A friend of mine's actually, he was, outside the military base. I met him up at Fort Meade, and he was coaching a high school. He invited me to come out to be an assistant coach. And I did that. And after doing that, I said, I can do this because I can relate to the kids, and I ended up doing that and ended up doing well, ended up becoming the head coach at a couple of private schools. Mm-hmm. And after doing that, a lot of my name got around. People started, requesting me to want to coach for their schools. And I ended up, and here's this funny part, I ended up right back to the guy that started me out. And again, I was assistant coach because he's been out there. But he taught me a whole lot. And we ended up winning 3 Maryland State championships and turning out a couple of NBA players as well as NFL players from our team.
Oh, well, I need to show off what you did, Don. Show off what you did.
Can you see them?
Yes, sir.
3 Maryland State championships that I won. And they were very, very hard to do. At one time, we were undefeated. We didn't lose any games.
Wow.
So, yeah, we're in the history books and down here, in Maryland. And I don't know if I'm supposed to name the school or whatever.
Please.
But it was Friendly High School.
Mm-hmm.
Friendly High School. We turned out Sam Young, who played for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Wow. Yes, and we had Lloyd Phillips. He played at in Detroit. Then we had Chris Howard. He played in Florida. Then we had Randy, and then we had King, and all these people that I'm naming. People who get on YouTube, they'll know exactly who they are. But it was one distinguished person that played for us, and he was only a freshman that actually started on the varsity team. His name was Joe Hayden. He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Have mercy.
So we turned out some players.
Wow.
But it got me into coaching, and now I am the head track coach for the Southern Maryland Christian Academy, and it's a private school. And I'm the head coach for the high school kids and the middle school kids. And in our first year, which was 2 years ago, we went to the Missile Championships and brought back 12 medals. And the Missile stands for Maryland Independent School League. The first year, I took kids that never ran track, never ran a day. Maybe a couple ran, but the rest never ran. They went up there and did their thing. Wow. So I'm proud of that.
And that goes into your passion for this, right?
Yes.
This is why your students, they trust you, they believe in what you do. So I have a coach that believes in me and is hard on me, is going to get me to where I want to be. I'm going to do all I can. And that's the type of person you are. And it shows, it's testament to all the persons that you helped along the way. So congrats to you.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir.
I coached over 1,000 kids.
Wow.
Over 1,000 kids.
Wow.
And but most of them will tell you that when I'm coaching them, it's not even really about basketball. It's about life lessons. Yeah. It's about doing the things that you need to do to get to where you want to be. And you can use this as a tool. If you don't, because I had to use it as a tool, so my thing is, I just love kids. I love communicating. I love talking, as you can see. I love talking, but my thing is, I am pro getting our Black kids to get into a plateau, to get to where they need to be so they can be happy and prosper. That's me.
I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes. We need more people like that in the world, especially
Thank
in
you.
this time.
You ain't never lied. Yes, yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. So, Doc, final thoughts. I love this type of thing because we need more positivity in the world. And you can definitely include your students that you work with in the past in your explanation. What advice would you give to your students or anyone that comes to your doorstep or to across your path and seeing the bigger picture in life?
What I would tell them is to be persistent, stay on course. Anything that you want to do, don't stop. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it, because I've had plenty of people in my path that told me that I would never be a doctor. And they didn't come out in those words, but how they said it was, you know what, we have 100% here and only 20% of you are going to go on and the rest of you are going to fail. And I know, being that you're in that program, you've heard of ABD, all but dissertation. They said they get the life lessons, they get all the class courses, but then they don't want to do the dissertation and they fall off. I wasn't one of those. I was one of those that said, okay, if I'm going to put myself in this situation, I'm going to finish, no matter how long it takes. And I'm an old dude. It's not like I'm young, but you're never too old to learn. And I will tell any kid, you know what, you can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do, but stay on course and don't let nobody deter you from your dreams of anything that you want to do. And that's what I tell all three of my boys.
I love that. I love that. And as life continues, we're going to continue to bring that into our atmosphere and live by that as well, because that's some awesome information. One final thing we left the audience with, you have a famous cousin who's also in that sports arena. Care to share a name?
Oh, yeah, let me drop a name. Let me see. What is his name? Oh, Michael Wilbon. He's on interruption. He's on the NBA today. And he used to write for the Washington Post. He was a writer there for over 20 years. Right. Yep, that is my cousin. Very, very smart man. And I think I'm smarter than him, though, because I got doctor behind my name.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my word. Oh, wow. And it runs very, very strong in your family, the unction to give back through sports, education. It runs very, very rapid. A good thing, a positive thing in the world we need today. Dr. Wilbon, thank you so much for being with us, telling us your story. We really appreciate you. And again, you're not finished yet. You have you still have work to do.
Still got work to do.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And one last thing, and this is for you, Mr. Finkley. Thank you for everything that you're doing. You're educating us. You're inspiring us. Everybody, if you're watching this, tune to the Michael Finkley Show, because everything that he's doing is great. And I'm going to tell you, I get a kick out of watching this show because he has everybody on his show. And I'm learning a lot from that as well. And you, Mr. Finkley, you make sure that you go to KC World. Whenever you get time, go to KC World, because that is my son, Kevon Wilbon. He's out there. He's a YouTuber, and he got some great stuff. He's also a poetry writer, and he recites poetry as well. KC World.
Yes, sir. Will do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and stay blessed.
Celebrating Black male educators on the next Michael Finkley Show. We have Dr. Rashad Anderson, Dr. Anthony Broughton, and Dr. Jamar Mills.
Next Finkley. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. I do hope that you all gained something from the words of Dr. Wilbon. Thank you so much for being on and telling your stories, being so candid with us about your experiences, your knowledge, everything. Thank you so much. Much success to you in the future in all your endeavors. On the next Michael Finkley Monday, we have two persons with us. They're going to talk about weight loss and eating right in 2021. And we have Robert Brown with us as he tells his incredible weight loss story. I'm telling you, it's an awesome transformation, y'all. And then also, too, we have Tyler Newton with us as he gives us advice on how to stay fit and what to eat for 2021. Another show you don't want to miss. If you have not already, please subscribe subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show, and ring that bell for notification. We'll see you an email saying, hey, new content's uploaded. Please listen to us on Spotify and also Apple Podcasts. We're up there, y'all. Listen to us as you drive, as you work out, as you just want to listen to something, as you're doing something. Listen to us, y'all. I'm telling you, shows that you don't want to miss. Alrighty, and then also too, please, Roku TV, we're on the Greater Works Network, so please add that channel to your repertoire. If you love to be a guest on the Michael Finkley Show, please email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com. Thank you so much for watching, and guess what? We'll see you on Monday. Have a good one.